Hi, guys. Do trust you're well. For those of you who are writing me messages that we don't understand what Iran is doing, we don't understand what America is doing, you guys need to wake up, either learn the topic or don't comment. Don't comment. Go back to sleep, go back to the pub, go back to whatever you're doing because you don't have any understanding. You have no fucking idea what happens outside your little remit that you live in, okay? Or the little pond you're existing in. Because the simplicity is Iran was attacked, okay? Let's get this straight. Iran was attacked by America in the middle of peace negotiations, okay? Americans tried to kill their leadership. Okay, it's a very serious issue. It's a war crime. Let's be clear on that. And then they continued doing that to the point that even the European governments have washed hands and they've said, we've got nothing to do with it. We don't want to get involved. Okay. Finally, Iran blockaded Hormuz. And these stupid Americans, with all their might and all their money they made since World War II, came of no use because the idiot orange man couldn't plan it with his team to actually know that potentially Hormuz could be shut down by the Iranians. And they did. And they did. And then the whole world started suffering. The whole world walked away from from America, from helping them, for obvious reason, because they knew it was a badly planned situation that has been created by the Orange Men and these American administrations for the last 40, 50 years. It's been going on and on and on. What gives anyone the right to go across the world to another part and go start bombing another country far away from where you bloody exist, okay? Remember that. For those who write to me, we don't understand anything. I'm giving you an idiot's guide for dumb people who do not understand politics, who just jump on something and make a comment without thinking how stupid they look, okay? And it's for you, the one who's making comments like, I don't understand either parties. Okay, because you've got no clue. You just like to write things without understanding and let the whole world read your stupidity. Okay, finally, Iran said, okay, we're going to relax Hormuz as we are in the middle of a peace negotiation thing. For good or for bad, I don't agree with the Pakistan army or their crony government, but they did make an effort to make things worse. Make things better. And of course, in the midst of all this, stupid India starts jumping up and down with jealousy because that's what they've always done in life. They wake up and go to sleep talking Pakistan. They've got nothing else in their lives, okay? And I've shared videos on that as well. That Modi is paying people to start praying that J.D. Vance would never get to Islamabad, but he did. I guess he probably wanted a refund after that from all his priests and things. But anyway, putting that aside, the other thing is now that Iran opened Hormuz for shipping and allowed the ships to get through and expected America to do similar, America didn't just not open the waterways at the end of Hormuz where they were standing like cowards away from Iranian bomb site, but actually kept it blocked. And on top of that, you Americans could never find somebody with any basic common sense to think, okay, well, finally, thank God, after spending billions, these guys are actually talking. Iranians are talking. Iranians are slowing down. Iranians are, round the peace table, even though whilst they were flying there, we were saying, if you don't agree with us, we'll kill you too. We'll bomb your plane. We'll do this. We'll do that. Even the Iranian negotiators said when we were coming, we knew we could be killed. But we have to negotiate. We knew that they could kill us in the way back, but we have to negotiate. We have to do things what is right for Iran and the world, But we did things even though we knew we were being killed. So I hope you're following me, you idiots who spend more time in the pub than in using your brain. That a country has tried and tried, and I'm talking about Iran, not America. Okay, so if you're fucked up, try following me, yeah. And now that America decided to bomb one of their largest ships that was coming from China, just to see what's the contents of the ship, they're expecting at the same time Jared Kushner again and Steve, two heavy duty Zionists, to go, who are property dealers. They have no official role. They're nobodies, okay? To go and negotiate with Iran. Who? Zionists, to negotiate with Iran. They themselves have doubts on J.D. Vance because he's more of a thinker rather than Trump-like idiot who follows what he's told by Netanyahu. They're probably going to send J.D. Vance, but then again, they're in double minds. Should we send him or should he not? He may appear in Pakistan in Air Force 2, but may never leave Air Force 2 and stay within. They've probably got 2-3 people in Air Force 2 so that they can have a last-minute discussion. Okay, J.D., you stay in the goddamn plane. We'll let the other guy go or whatever, depending, because they know J.D. Vance is somebody who's easily convinced towards peace, whereas your loving orange man for you Americans is a warmonger, which is, of course, in your blood. There's nothing you guys can do. It's in your blood, yeah? It's in your blood because you think you've got that supremacy kind of thing, which we understand. We understand, yeah? You get beaten and beaten. No war has ever been won by you, but you just still live in that bubble of supremacy where you think that, you're the greatest, even though you've never won any war, yeah, including Vietnam, including South America, in any countries where you've done anything, okay? And you thought that you could keep Hormuz blocked from the outside like cowards and even entice the world to come to Venezuela side and America side and Alaska side and take their oil, yeah? But many people said, look, we're not going to leave our local shop here and go all the way to another city or another country to get your oil. That's just an analogy for dumb people. Okay, try following me on this. I know it's a lot for you to understand, okay? Because your attention span is same of a fish. Yeah, I understand that. But the thing is, what you need to understand is now that Iran has again, second time, blocked Hormuz, they've done absolutely right. Totally right. Because you give someone a chance, even though they are the barbaric civilization. I'm talking about the Americans. Yeah, I said civilization. Now you can come back and say, oh, we're not all the same, we're not all the same. Well, you fucking allowed it to continue for the last 45, 50 years in your country. So you are them, okay? So you can come and tell me that you're not like him till cows come home. But hey, your forefathers allowed it to continue, and you always choose the worst of the worst people, and you always done it, okay? It's never stopped, and you've continued being the chief servant to the Zionist, okay? So that's why, bottom line is, Iran has closed again, and Iran is not coming to the second round, as they say so far, to the Pakistani negotiations, because they've basically said, excuse my language, fuck you Americans, because we're not going to be coming, because we tried to do a gesture of goodwill. We opened Hormuz. First thing that orange dickhead said was literally, well, they have, again for the second time, he said they have to agree with us. If they do not agree, we just have to bomb them out of existence, and we'll have to kill them, and we'll have to kill the negotiators, and we'll have to do this, and we'll have to do that. So when two people are discussing and one gives way, the other does not threaten, because by threatening you don't agree anything. And he says that America has nothing to lose. America's losing billions and lives and everything else, and they've lost all their reputation. You guys are finished, okay? For those idiots who didn't understand, hope you understand. Love you, the rest of you. Bye.